Okay, so students, so this is my second video on trigonometry. Okay, so today I'm going to start height and distance chapter, which is a very important chapter from trigonometry. Okay, so first of all, you have to understand the concept of the chapter. Okay, so suppose you are standing on a ground or a field. Okay, so you have seen the coconut tree over here. Okay, so you are standing here and just you are seeing the top of the coconut tree. Suppose AB is the height of the coconut tree and you are just viewing the top of the coconut tree from the point C. So you can see here the point on the ground or a field or what you say, or a garden or what you any field, you are just seeing the top of the coconut tree at this point. Okay, so it is very clear that an angle is formed, that is either 30° or you can write 60° or you can write 45°. Okay, as per the question. Okay, so here you can see an angle is formed. Okay, so now again the next case. In the next case, you can see that when a man is at the point A and he observes the point C from the top. Now you can say, for example, this is a building, okay, and a man is standing on the roof of the building, okay, and just he is seeing the car running on the road. Assume that a man is on the roof of the building at the point A and a car is moving here. Okay, so at the point C, so the man watches the car at an angle theta. Okay, so from here, next you can see one more angle has been formed. You can say either 30 or 45, 60 or whatever may be the angle. Okay, so in this chapter you must know the name of this angle. Okay, so whenever the angle is formed here, okay, it will be angle of elevation. So whenever the questions gives you that the value of angle of elevation, then you have to draw the diagram and you have to write that value at this point. Okay, and this angle is known as angle of depression. Clear? So when the man observes the top of the tree or the man on the roof of the building observes the point on the ground. So this is one of the very important chapter from trigonometry. Hope now you will get into this chapter, and the most important thing is you have to know the formula sin p by h cos b by h tan, it will become p by d. Okay, in the similar manner, you know the formula cosec theta equals to s by p and cos theta s by b and tan theta b by p. Okay, so now we are starting the problem. Okay, as height and distance. Okay, so there are you just see the question number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So after 4 questions, the 4 questions are similar question. Okay, very simple question. So I'm just solving this question number 2. Okay, the length of the shadow of a tower is 9 meter when the sun's angle of elevation is 30°. Calculate the height of the tower. So the question is given here. First of all, just draw the diagram. Okay, draw the ground. Okay, and a tower is here. So you write it down as AB, be the height of the tower. Okay, the length of the shadow of the tower. So you can, it is very clear that, so this is the tower, and where you find the shadow of the tower? At this point, at the ground. Okay, so this tower forms a shadow as BC, which is the length of the shadow of the tower is how much? 9 meter. So when you see the length of the shadow of the tower, the sun's angle of elevation is 30 degree. Okay. So what you are supposed to find? Calculate the height of the tower. Okay. So this is a very simple question. Just follow the process. Okay. So in this figure, you can see that this is a right angle triangle where this side is known as perpendicular and this side is known as hypotenuse and this side is known as base. Okay. So first of all, what you do is just what you have assumed, just write it in the sentence. Let AB be the height of tower. Okay. The sun's angle of elevation is 30 degree. Clear? The length of the shadow BC, which is 9 meter. Okay. So now write the data. BC equals to 9 meter and angle ACB equals to how much? 30 degree. Okay. Now see how you can solve this question. So just follow one tricks. Okay. You are supposed to find the value of AB, which is the height of the tower, and the BC is given. That means the length of the shadow is given. So you know that in a triangle there will be three sides. Okay. 1, 2 and 3 sides. So the side whose value is given and the side which value is supposed to be find out. You just make a relation between two sides. That means this side you are supposed to find and this side is already given as 9 meter. So in a right angle triangle, this side is known as perpendicular and this side is known as base. So you have to make the relation perpendicular by base, or it may be base by perpendicular also. Okay. So when you make a relation between perpendicular upon base, it becomes tan theta and it becomes cot theta. So more or less you try your very best to solve all the questions in terms of tan theta. Okay. So from right angle triangle ABC, perpendicular by base is known as tan theta. Okay. So perpendicular means from the diagram AB. Base how much? BC. And 10 you have to replace the theta by its angle. Given here is 30 degree. Okay. So AB base BC, which equals to 9 meter, and 1030 we know the value of 1030 as 1 upon root 3. Now how you are supposed to find the answer? Cross multiply it. You know the how to cross multiply, or AB equals to 9 upon root 3. Now just rationalize it. You know the process to rationalize. Root 3 is given here. You multiply with root 3. So it becomes 9 root 3 divided by 3. So your final answer will be 3 root 3. That means we have found the value of height of the tower as 3 root 3. Okay, so you finally can write down the height of tower is 3 root 3 meter. Okay, so this is the process. So I want to see you, dear students, in this type of question, you always remember that which side you are supposed to find and which side value is given. You have to make a relation between those two sides. Okay, so you are not supposed to make the relation between this. The value is not given here and you are supposed to find this one. Okay, so you have to make this relation as it is. Okay, so now let's go to the next question. Okay. Okay, so now just see the next question. That is question number 15. Okay, we'll do it. There are different types of questions. So I'm just dealing with the first type. Okay, the height of the two towers are 180 meter and 60 meter respectively. If the angle of elevation of top of first tower from the foot of second tower is 60 degree. So what is the angle of elevation of top of the second tower from the foot of the first tower? So in this question it is given that there are two towers. So drawing a diagram is very mandatory. Okay, so here you can see this is the first tower which is 180 meter, and this is your second tower which is 60 meter. So ABB is the height of the first tower and CDB the height of the second tower. Okay, so it is clearly given that angle of elevation of top of first tower from the foot of the second tower. So you should know to draw the diagram. Okay, Nanyo. Okay, so you can see here the top of the first tower is the point A and bottom foot of the second tower is point C. The angle is given here 60°. So what is the angle of elevation of top of the second tower from the foot of the first? That means you have to find the value of this angle. Okay, so you know the sentence how you are supposed to write. Okay, AB is the height of first tower, just write it down, let, and CD be that of second tower. Okay, the angle of elevation of top of first tower from the foot of second tower is 60°. Okay, let theta be the angle of elevation of top of second tower from the foot of first tower. Got it? So what is BC? BC is the distance between the first tower and second tower. Okay, so BC is the distance between first tower and second tower. So BC is the distance between first tower and second tower. Clear? Okay, so this is also one of the very important question. It has already come in the Madhyamik examination. Okay, now we are supposed to do, just see the video carefully. Okay, AB is given as 180 meter and CD is given as 60 meter. Angle, just see the diagram, ACB. ACB is 60°. Angle DBC equals to theta. Clear, boys and girls? Okay, so now first of all you have to start from this triangle. Okay, in this triangle the angle is given as 60°. So in this triangle, right angle triangle, you can see this is the perpendicular and this is your what? Base. Okay, so it is very clear, the perpendicular is given, you are supposed to find the base, which is the common base for both the triangles. So from right angle triangle ABC, perpendicular by base equals to tan theta. So perpendicular is your AB, base is BC, and tan 60°. So AB, what's the value of AB? 180°, 180 meter. BC and tan 60 equals to root 3. Let's just calculate the value. BC equals to 180 by root 3. Just rationalize it. So you'll get here 180 root 3 by 3, which equals to, therefore BC equals to, you'll get the value as 60 root 3. Okay, so the value of BC will be 60 root 3. Okay, now this triangle has already finished. Now let's go to this triangle, that is DCB. Okay, from right angle triangle DCB, perpendicular by base equals to tan theta. So perpendicular is your CD, base is your BC. You can clearly see here perpendicular is your CD and base is your BC. Tan how much? Theta. Okay. So because the angle is not given here and you are supposed to find this value. Okay. So it's very simple. Just go through it. CD 60, BC 60 root 3 and tan theta. Clear? Okay, 60 60 cancel. You'll get here 1 by root 3 equals to tan theta. Okay, so dear students, it's very clear that we know the value of 1 by root 3 is tan 30 degree. That means the value of tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3. Tan 30 degree equals to 1 by root 3. Clear? So in this place, you just replace 1 by root 3 by tan 30 degree. So tan 30 degree equals to tan theta. Okay, it is clear that tan theta will be cancelled. So you are not supposed to make a mark of the cancel. Okay, just omit it and you get the final value that theta equals to 30 degree. Okay, so we got the value of theta as 30 degree, which is the angle of elevation of top of the second tower from the foot of the first tower. Okay, hope you have understood. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so students, now let's go to the next question. Okay, so there are many similar questions in this chapter for the class 10 students of West Bengal board. So now let's go to the question number 18. So question number 5 and 18 has the same diagram and similar type of process will be followed from for these two questions. So I'm solving this question number 18. So you can do yourself question number 5. Okay. So let's go to the question number 18. Just try to understand. Okay, the question. A vertical post of 126 decimeter height. Okay. Here's the ground. You make one vertical post. Okay. So vertical post is here. Vertical post, not a horizontal. Okay. So AB is our vertical post, which is 126 decimeter. Okay. So it is given here was bent at some point. At some point, the post was bent. I think it may be due to the storm. The post is bent. As for example, say the post is bent at the point D. Okay, so I'm writing here 126 here. Okay, 126 decimeter is the value of height of the post. Okay, so you just imagine that the post is bent at the point D, and this part is bent, and it is bent and it stopped just mid the ground at the point C. This part it has been bent. Okay, at the point C. Okay, so you it is very clear, okay, students, it is very clear that this part is equal to this part because this part has been bent and touched the ground. Okay, which makes an angle 30 degree. Clear? So what is given here? At what height was the post bent? Okay, at what height was the post bent, and at what distance did it meet the ground from the foot of the post? So the height of the post is here 126 decimeter, and we assume that at the point the post was bent at the point D, and it stopped mid the ground at the point C. So nothing value is given here, just the height of the post is given here. Suppose I have assumed that the post is bent at the height of x decimeter. Okay, so the whole value or the whole height of the post is 126, and suppose if dB be the height at which the post was bent, be x decimeter, then what will be the value of AD? 126 minus x decimeter. Clear? So if the value of AD is 126 minus x, then the value of CD will also become 126 minus x decimeter. Okay, so we have to solve the question from this triangle. Okay, from this triangle we have seen the value of DB as x, CD as 126 minus x, and we are supposed to find this value and the value of BC. Okay, so I'm not writing the sentence, you have to write a sentence. Let AB be the height of the post and DB be the height at which the post was bent. The angle of elevation of top of the broken part of the post which touch the ground is 30 degree. BC is the distance between the foot and top of the bent part of the post. Okay, now I am writing here AB equals to 126 decimeter. Clear? And let DB be x decimeter. So from here you can see here AD equals to AB minus DB, which is equals to 126 minus x decimeter. So this is the value of AD. Now this AD is equal to DC. That is the same part. So CD equals to AD, which is equals to 126 minus x decimeter. Hope our students are understanding. Okay, now we have to make two equations. So from right angle triangle DBC, okay, this triangle DBC. So look here. First of all, what you do? First of all, find the value of BC, okay, perpendicular by base. Okay, so it becomes tan theta. So perpendicular is your DB and base is your BC and tan 30 degree. Clear? So DB is your x, BC is not given, tan 30 means 1 by root 3. So finally we got the value of BC as x root 3 meter. Okay, so this is not the final answer. Okay, first of all you find the value of BC by the relation between perpendicular and base. Okay, now no need to write here. Okay, now from right angle triangle, same triangle DBC. Okay, so from this triangle, okay, I'm just making the relation between this hypotenuse upon base or base upon hypotenuse. Base upon hypotenuse, it becomes cos theta. So base BC, hypotenuse is here 126 minus x and cos 30. Okay, so it is very clear, dear students, that the value of cos 30, it becomes root 3 by 2. Okay, so from here you find the value of BC. You just cross multiply it. Okay, so BC equals to root 3 into 126 minus x divided by 2. I'm just solving this question in a very simple process. Okay, so now just see here. Okay, so students, from this triangle DBC, by the relation perpendicular by base equals to tan theta, I'm trying to find the value of BC in terms of x. In the equation number 2, from this triangle, similar triangle, we found the value of BC. So it is very clear here. Equation 1 also we have the value of BC, and equation 2 also we have the value of BC. So we know that in algebra, if the left hand sides are equal, then right hand side must be equal. So okay, so BC, in the first equation, BC equals to x root 3 decimeter. And in the second equation, BC equals to root 3 into 126 minus x by 2 decimeter. So it is very clear that LHS are equal. If the LHS are equal, then RHS must be equal. So comparing 1 and 2, we'll write the RHS side of the first equation, x root 3, and from the second equation also RHS. So root 3 is cancelled. So you just cross multiply it, 2x, you'll get 126 minus x, or minus x, it will come here, plus x. So 126 or 3x equals to 126 by 3. 3 1 the 3, 3 4 the 12, 3. Okay. You just don't directly, okay. So x equals to 126 by 3. So you'll get the value as 42 decimeter. That means the post was bent at the height of 42 decimeter. Okay. The height at which the post was bent equals to 42 decimeter. Hope you have understood. Okay, and the distance between the foot and top of the post, which is BC. Okay, so BC equals to x root 3 decimeter. You have already have the expression of BC in the equation number 1, which is x root 3. So what is the value of x? 42 root 3 decimeter. Clear? So this is the answer. Okay. So dear students, similar type of questions is in question number 5, where it is given that the height of the telegraph post is not given, but the distance between the foot and the bent part of the post top is given as 8 meter. Okay, 8 meter or 8 meter or 8 meter. So in this type of question, so this little bit of harder question is this question number 18, where none of the value is given here. Okay, from these three sides of triangle. So you suppose first of all, suppose the height of the post at which it was bent as x, and from this relation we have found the value of AD, whose value is equal to the value of CD. Okay, so in this type of question, what you are supposed to do is just make two equations. Okay, I have found the value of BC in terms of x in equation 1. In the similarly, I found the value of BC in terms of x in the equation number 2. And finally, just compare the value of BC. You will get the value as in this manner. Okay. So now let's. Okay. So students, now just see the question number 9. So from your book, question number 9, question number 11, and question number 21. I think 21 or 22. 21. It may be 21 or 22. Okay. No, 22. Question number 22 are similar type of questions. Okay. So just see the question. When the top of a chimney of a factory, the chimney of a factory is seen from a point on the roof of three-storied building. So you have to clearly understand there are two matters given here. That is, one is two objects. That is what is when you have to understand what is a chimney, which is the chimney. Factory has a chimney and a building. Okay, you first of all draw the ground. Okay, so chimney. So AB is the height of the chimney. Clear? And building. So draw this building as CD. Okay. So height of the building is given here 9 root 3 meter. Okay. Now the question is given here. The angle of elevation is 30 degree when the top of a chimney of a factory is seen from a point on the roof of the three-storied building. That means this top of the chimney is seen from the roof of the building. Okay. The top of the chimney is seen from the roof of the building. So this is the roof of the building and this is the foot of the building. This is the top of the chimney and this is the foot of the chimney. Okay. So the angle is given here 30 degree. Which angle? Angle of elevation. So draw a parallel line. Okay, so this is your 30-degree. Clear? So when you constructed D, just make it DE. Okay, so where these two are parallel lines. Okay, and these two are parallel lines. So calculate the height of the chimney. Before that, the distance between the building and chimney is almost 30 meter. Okay, clearly. So you are supposed to find the height of the chimney. So you are supposed to find the value of AB. Okay. So this was the diagram as per the question. It's very simple. So now just see here. If the value of CD is 9 meter, that means the value of EB will also become 9 meter because these two are the parallel lines. So if the value of BC is 30 meter, then the value of ED is also 30 meter. Clear? So from this diagram, we have found the more or less the value of height of the chimney of one part. EB equals to 983. Now, if you can find the value of AE from this diagram, then when you add the value of AE and the value of EB, you will get the height of the chimney clearly. Okay, so AB height of chimney, CD height of building, which is 903 meter. Clear? Angle of the top of the chimney when seen from the roof of the building. Angle ADE equals to 30 degree. Okay. Now, when we constructed the diagram, it is clearly given that CD equals to EB equals to 903 meter and BC equals to ED equals to how much? 30 meter. Okay, students. So now from this triangle AED, so from this triangle, this is the base and this is the perpendicular. You have to find the value of perpendicular from right angle triangle AED. Perpendicular by base becomes tan theta. Okay, so perpendicular will be a AE, base will become ED, and tan how much? 30 degree clearly. So AE divided by ED, the value of ED is 30 and tan 30. Tan 30 means how much? 1 by root 3. Okay. Now what we are supposed to do? Just cross multiply it and rationalize. So AE equals to 30 upon root 3. Rationalize it by root 3. So you will get 330 root 3, 3 1 is 3, 3 10 is 30. So the value of AE equals to 10 root 3. Look here. So the question has given that find the value of height of chimney. Okay. So height of chimney, which is AB, equals to AE plus EB. So value of AE 10 root 3, EB 9 root 3 meter. So 10 root 3 plus 9 root 3, it becomes 19 root 3 meter. Okay. So while solving at your home, you can write the value answer as 19 root 3. But in case of board examination, you are not supposed to leave it in this place. Okay, you have to substitute the value of root 3 as 1.732 and finally multiply it and get the value. So you must remember, boys and girls, the value of root 3 equals to 1.732. Okay, hope you have understood. So dear students, the main thing in this chapter is you have to understand the question, what the question is saying to you. Okay, so as per the question, you have to understand the question properly and you have to draw the diagram. Okay, if you have draw the diagram properly, then you can easily solve the question by make a plan. Okay, just make a plan and just execute it as per the diagram. Okay, so same type of question we'll just solve next one. Okay, question number okay, so in this question number 11, it is given that there is a monument and a building. Okay, so first of all, we draw the ground. This is a building and this is your monument. Clear? So AB is your monument and CD is your building. The height of the building is given there 16 meter. Okay. Now question has given that from a point on the roof of the building, the top of the monument is seen. Okay, at an angle of elevation of 60 degree. So this is your 60 degree. Clear? And from the same point, that is from the roof of the building, from the same point, that is from the roof of the building, the foot of the monument is seen. So monument is this one, top is point A and top is point B. So from the same point, the foot of the monument is seen at an angle of depression, that is 30 degree. So what you're supposed to find? You're supposed to find the distance between the monument and the building, that is BC, and the height of the monument. Now look here, as per the diagram, CD equals to 16. That means the value of EB will also become 16 meter. Clear? Clear, students? So AB, height of monument, CD, height of building, which is 16 meter, angle ADE equals to 60 degree, angle of depression EDB equals to 30 degree. Okay, so in this case we can't find the value of perpendicular or base from this angle. Okay, so we have to alternate this angle. So therefore angle DBC equals to alternate angle EDB, which is 30 degree. That means these two angles are the alternate angles. This is the property of geometry. Okay, now see, uh, CD equals 60, which is equals to EB also. Okay, so let's make a plan how we are supposed to find this value. First of all, you just go to this triangle DCB. Okay, so from the triangle DCB, perpendicular by base tan theta. So with the value of perpendicular, we can easily find the value of BC. From right angle triangle DCB, perpendicular by base equals to tan theta, and perpendicular is your CD, base is your BC, and tan 30 degree. Okay, the value of CD is your 16, BC tan 30 means 1 by root 3. So we got the value of BC as 16 root 3 meter. Okay, 16 root 3 meter is the distance between the monument and the building. Okay, so now if the value of BC is 16 meter, then the value of ED will also become 16 meter. So therefore ED equals to 16 meter. Now from this triangle, we have the value of base, we have to find the value of perpendicular. From right angle triangle AED, same formula, perpendicular by base equals to tan theta. So perpendicular is your AE, base is your ED, and tan 60 degree. So AE You are supposed to find the value of ED 16 root 3, 1060 means root 3, or AE equals to 60 root 3 into root 3. Therefore, AE equals to 16 into 3. Therefore, AE becomes 48 meter. Okay, so we have got the value of AE as 48 meter. Clear? Now, we have to find the value of AB, which is the height of the monument. AB equals to AE plus EB, 48 plus 16. You got the value as 64 meter. Okay, AE 48, EB 16 meter. The next, the distance between building and monument. Okay, so building and monument equals to almost 16 root 3 meter. So I'm not multiplying this one for all the students. Okay, I have already inform you that the value of root 3 will become 1.732 in trigonometry. So don't leave the answer in root 3. You have to multiply it by 1.732 meter. Okay, you can multiply this one and write the value. Okay, hope you have understood this question number 19. Okay, so question number 13 and question number 19 are similar question. Okay, so it is very important question. Okay, so just see the question. Mohit, in place of Mohit, the question may come as a man standing in the midst of the field observes a flying bird in his north at an angle of elevation of 30 degree, and after 2 minutes he observes the same bird in his south at an angle of elevation of 60 degree. If the bird flies in a straight line all along at a height of 50 root 3 meter, find the speed of the bird in kilometer per hour. Okay, so the question has given here a man in the midst of the field. Okay, so man is here at the point A. Okay, so bird, he is seeing the bird flying on a straight line. Okay, the bird is flying at a height of 50 root 3 meter. Clear? Hope you have understood. So let AB be the height at which the bird was flying from the ground. Okay, the bird is at a height of 50 root 3 meter. Okay, so this man Mohit, in this question the Mohit is given. Okay, he observed the bird. First of all, he observed the bird at this point C at an angle of elevation how much? 30 degree. Okay, in its north direction. And after 2 minutes, okay, the question is given that after 2 minutes he observed the same bird at an angle of elevation of 60 degree. So this is just 60 degree at the point D. Okay, so let's make it XY. So CD is the total distance traveled by the bird. Okay, so look here. The question is given here, find the speed of the bird. So we know the formula of speed, distance upon time. So that means we are supposed to find the total distance traveled by the bird when the bird was at the point C and it came at the point D by observing a man standing in the midst of the field. Okay, so AB is the height of bird from the ground. Your field, whatever you want to write it. Okay, so and he observes the bird at an angle of elevation, angle ACD equals to 30 degree to his north, and angle ADC equals to 60 degree in the south. Okay, so CD is what? Distance traveled by the bird. Clear everyone? So how you can solve this one? You just see this is a triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle where the perpendicular is given, base is not given. Okay, so from right angle triangle ABC, perpendicular by base equals to tan theta. So perpendicular means AB, base BC, tan 30 degree. Clear boys and girls? Okay. So AB 50 root 3, BC is not given, you are supposed to find tan 30 1 by root 3, or BC equals to 50 root 3 into root 3, you will get 150. How? Root 3, 3 and 3 5s are 50. 15. Okay. So we have found the value of BC as 150 meter. In the similar manner, from the right angle triangle A, B and D. Okay. From right angle triangle A, B and D, same formula and same process. Okay. Perpendicular by base equals to tan theta. So perpendicular, look here, in this triangle the perpendicular it will be same. That means both the triangles, this triangle, first triangle and second triangle, both the triangles have common perpendicular, same perpendicular. So base is your DB, tan 60 degree. Clear? So value of AB 50 root 3, value of DB you are supposed to find. Okay, so DB equals to how much? 50 meter. Okay, now from the diagram only you can see that the total distance traveled by the bird will become 150 plus 50, which is equals to 200. So therefore, distance traveled by bird, which is CD, equals to how much? DB plus BC, which equals to 50 plus 150. This is in meter, it becomes 200 meter. You convert this 200 into kilometer because the question has given you, you are supposed to find the value of speed in kilometer per hour. So 1000 kilometer. Clear? So let's find the value of speed of the bird. So speed of the bird formula, distance upon time. Distance is given 200 divided by 1000 kilometer and time 2 minutes. Okay, so in terms of distance we have kilometer in SI system, and time we have in 2 minutes. So you have to convert this 2 minutes into hour. Okay, so it will be, you have to divide it by 60, it becomes hour, and it becomes, so now just cancel it. So 200 divided by 1000 into 60 upon 2, which becomes kilometer per hour. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so boys and girls, dear students, it is very clear. So we got the answer as 6 kilometer per hour. Okay, so this was my last question from the part 1 of height and distance. So hope our dear students have understood clearly. So what is the basic concept in order to solve the different questions related to height and distance? Okay, the main thing what I want to say you that, students, you have to understand the question and you have to understand the terms: angle of elevation, top of the monument, foot of the monument, roof of the building. Okay, so if you understood the question, then you can easily draw the diagram. Okay, and after drawing the diagram you have to make a plan. By seeing the diagram, what value is supposed to be find out, and what should be my way or the process or the steps to get to that answer. Okay, so thank you very much for my this first part 1 video of trigonometrical height and distance. Okay, soon I am uploading the next part 2 video related to height and distance, which will be little bit of harder questions. So hope you have understood. And so dear students,